March Madness, everybody. Here's to all my sports weebs, or just straight up weebs. Hello, my name is Donovan, and this will be anime and cartoon sports March Madness. And with me, I have these people. So we have 16 cartoons and we have 16 animes on here. And what we're going to do is that we're going to shuffle it all up. And they're going to be voting on each one. There's 8 of them, so if there's a split vote, then I will be the tiebreaker on it. And we'll just see which one will come up on top. So without further ado, let me just randomly shuffle these real quick.
Wow, look away, guys. Whoa, this is going to be
And
I hope we break Donovan's heart with our choices.
And
I
let's
saw AOG.
let's start this off.
I saw
Oh, let's be honest. This is so easy. Yeah, One Piece beats it all the way.
All right. I have no chance to win, but I will just say it's just a lot to watch or read. I don't have the time for that. What I do have the time for is YouTube re-uploaded clips of a cute Disney show.
Here's my problem with Amphibia. I think that's what it's called.
Yes.
It has a plot line. It's kind of like Steven Universe.
So do a lot of shows.
It has an overarching plot line.
Much better one than
But
Steven
it
Universe.
takes forever to get there, and just has a bunch of sitcom nonsense.
One season of slow build, which a lot of kids-oriented cartoons do. The one season of kind of safe problem of the day content, and then get into the cool thing. And I think the cool thing in Amphibia is a lot cooler than contemporaries like Steven Universe, or it's about as cool as the Owl House. I'm not going to try and say which one's better because they're the same show.
The ultimate point is One Piece solos.
Yeah, it's just like fun action.
I stand by Frog Lesbians is a better show, but I will take my loss.
All right, so let's take a vote right here. Raise your hand if you think Amphibian is the better show.
I will not be silent.
Let's
go!
This is better than Frogs.
All right, One Piece.
Come on.
Yeah.
Democracy.
All right, and then Amphibia is going to the next round.
I will try.
Okay.
Yo,
All right. Let me go into. Hold on. Let me go into.
Is your computer good there?
Stretching out. Oh no.
Your computer's having a seizure right now.
Yeah, it's having a seizure. Hold on.
What was wrong with that? It just went next.
There we go.
All you need to know is
All right.
Stars
Next.
ending. That's all you need to know.
Alright, yeah, I watched both of these. One of them is good.
I've watched both of these, but I've only seen Star versus the Forces of Evil in TikTok clips. So
I grew up with
seen
Star
good.
vs. the Forces
Shows
of Evil. It's got a
and
banger
Demon Slayer is
song.
instantly
It's a good
better.
song, but
Obviously.
it's got a really slow beginning, like we said about Amphibia and every other kids cartoon. But unlike the other shows, it also has a crappy ending. So the slow
I didn't
build
really
up
see
builds
the
to
ending.
nothing.
Yeah, I don't want to know.
It was always kind of on
No
in the
spoiler.
background.
It
no
just sucks.
spoilers for the
It's kind of a
fans.
wacky
Animation
Star.
Nation.
Is anyone advocating for Star vs. the Force of Evil?
Not really.
No.
Okay.
that's
All
easy.
right.
I mean,
So-
Demon Slayer fights
Raise
like
your hand.
but
Okay,
I haven't seen the
so
other
here's the votes. Raise your hand for Demon Slayer.
This is Japan versus
Really?
Raise your
He's
hand
not-
for
he's
Star.
not raising
Raise your
his
hand for.
hand.
Raise your hand for Star versus. Raise your
I
hand for
watched all the
Star.
way through the first season, didn't like it. Didn't like it for a
I
second.
can't believe I'm
Wait.
Oh my
I liked
gosh.
the last episode of
Are
season
you
one.
raising your hand for Star versus?
Who's raising their
Raise your hand for Star versus the.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen it, so
Alright.
I'm gonna go neither.
The point being,
I don't know why it's not showing it.
I'll let
Show-
There we go.
There you go.
Oh,
No versus Amazing World
Alright, I'm
Gumball.
just gonna say it now.
this one's rough.
Listen.
I grew up on
I think they're.
Gumball.
I think they're the same show.
This.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is
I grew up on
If
Gumball.
No.
it was just the first half, it would be Death Note, but the second half just.
Yes.
I would
It's not
rewatch
that
Gumball.
good.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
this
This
is-
Death Note.
I think this is the first fair fight where they're
I'm
both
gonna watch
really
Gumball after this.
similar quality.
not even close. Gumball is perfect
wasn't
media.
that-
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
love
love
Gumball. I grew up on
I love Death Note, but I will vote Gumball.
I agree.
I've seen
Gumball.
Death Note's
Gumball.
memes.
All right, and here's the votes. Raise your hand if you want Death Note.
Wow.
Wow.
I thought
Gumball.
Raise your
I
hand if
love
you want
Death
the Amazing
Note,
World
but
Gumball.
Gumball's better.
Gumball solos.
First solo of the day.
I love Death Note.
That's
but-
so insulting
Demon Slayer
to one of the best anime of all time.
All right, next is My Hero Academia versus Spy X Family.
This
Crap.
is the fairest fight, but also, oh my god.
This is.
I'm sorry.
They both are really like funny.
One of them
Because I haven't
solos.
watched.
Yeah,
season
And I really
one.
like
You're
both of
right.
their art
I'm
styles.
hoping I agree with
I
you.
Big
really-
Plus Ultra Fells.
I really.
Yeah,
I
Go
like.
Plus Ultra.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
like
Love
both.
Man Spit is
I like
Spit.
both,
Is
but
this
I'm
random?
going with Spy Family.
I
figured.
love My
I
Hero
respect it.
Academia, but I was slow to finish it. I binged all of Spy Family in a day because I
Yeah.
loved it too much.
Who's cuter, Aerie or what's her name? from
Anya?
Spy Family?
Anya.
Anya,
Which-
of
I
course.
think
Which
Aerie-
child are you adopting?
Aerie's my favorite character.
Aerie has the adorable
so-
voice.
All right, so raise your hand for My Hero.
It's gotta be.
I'll take my loss.
Especially
Raise your hand for Spy
now, the
Family.
show looks
You know
sick.
what?
You're the contrarian.
Whatever.
Right here.
You're
Alright.
obviously the proper pick. I get it.
Up next is Star Wars: The Clone Wars versus SpongeBob.
Oh,
Clone Wars all the way. Clone Wars.
Clone Wars was Clone Wars ever bad? Because I never finished it.
It was
And
so
SpongeBob
good.
has
SpongeBob
like 20 seasons and only 4 of them
Clone
are
Wars
good.
was so
I
dark
see the
and
problem.
You take that
gritty,
back.
It was awesome.
Also, quantity over quality over quantity.
Clone Wars is so good, but the problem is, I think SpongeBob has made as much impact on the world and culture as like Mickey Mouse times 12.
But that doesn't mean it's
Star
good.
Wars too.
yeah,
but like
SpongeBob.
I quote Star Wars: The
compete
Clone
with-
Wars more than the average person, but I feel like everyone on Earth has made a SpongeBob reference
Well,
at
if
least
we're
once.
going
It's
off
so
of
good.
memeable, like
Yeah,
we're
but
not,
I mean,
we're picking
we're
which
doing
is
the
better.
not
and
just-
I don't think
it's-
SpongeBob is
It's not just
objectively
memeable,
better.
but it's the best SpongeBob episodes are some of like the best episodes of cartoons.
Yeah.
SpongeBob
I
has had a
agree.
bigger effect on media as a whole, and I think.
But is it a good
that's
show?
why.
I think so.
That's-
A lot of
I think
it
at
is.
the beginning was
The
good.
like first
I
5
don't think
seasons
so.
are
I'm
really
with you,
good,
Jay, I'm
and the
with you, I'm
last
with you.
2 seasons are much better than the middle. Bleh.
Peak SpongeBob is like one of the best shows.
It
Yeah,
is,
just
without
like-
a doubt.
I don't know.
I could watch
But
Peak
I think
SpongeBob forever.
I'm more going for the Clone Wars.
Okay,
Alright.
It's just more
let's see it.
action.
All right,
It's
so
more
here's the
variety.
thing. Raise your hand for Star Wars. Raise your hand for SpongeBob.
It was close.
Yeah.
though.
That was
SpongeBob,
close.
SpongeBob, SpongeBob solos the entire show.
Well, I say, I hate to say this. If there was a split, you already knew what I was gonna pick.
You are biased.
Yeah.
I'm a very-
But guys, Ahsoka.
All right,
Oh.
next is Gravity Falls versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I mean,
Gravity Falls
and I mean
solos.
this one.
Your arguments.
This one will be the original TMNT.
Oh, then definitely Gravity Falls.
Especially if it's the original, it's Gravity Falls.
Gravity Falls is
Yeah,
just
Gravity
It's
Falls.
goaded.
It's just so.
All the turtles have the same voice and no personality at the original. I'm sorry.
If it was like
That's
the
fair.
newer ones, then maybe. But yeah, Gravity Falls.
The
that's
only, the only turtles I would vote for over Gravity Falls is that one that was like early 2000s that they go to the future for a while. That one's
You mean Fast Forward?
Sure.
We'll say
That's the one you're talking about.
I don't have a good memory for these
I think
things.
we're good to vote, right?
All right, raise your hand for Gravity Falls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Gravity Sweep.
You're not.
Raise your hand for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Mabel solos all the turtles.
Watch your back.
I'm
Turtle
curious
power.
Griffin, why?
I don't know. The new like movie trailer got me back into Ninja
But that's
Turtles.
not. We're talking about.
I
the-
know, and then I watched the show. And it was like,
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
All right, next is Dragon Ball Z versus Scooby Doo. Where
Oh,
are you?
this isn't Mystery Incorporated. Okay.
Mystery
this is
Incorporated.
I'm
This is
still
the
going to vote.
first Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo, Where Are You is so funny.
Wait,
I-
why? Do you like Incorporated?
I love
Oh,
Mystery
Mystery
I love
Incorporated
Incorporated
rules.
too. Incorporated is
Yeah.
the best. Scooby-Doo.
Incorporated rules, but Where Are You is still really good. It's so funny.
Listen.
I have watched the episode where Shaggy's like, I could really use a ham sandwich, and then a sandwich floats up to him.
Yeah.
He's like, and mustard, and then the mustard floats up to him. If I wasn't so scared, if I wasn't so hungry, I'd be scared of this.
It's crazy.
It's the funniest show ever. It's so. There's a reason Scooby Doo is lasting.
I also like
forever. It's
Daphne's
so good.
redesign.
I'll just say, as North Americans, we can't not choose Scooby Doo, or else by birthright we have to love Scooby Doo.
But
This is
Also,
basically
has a
American.
better
If
song.
it was the Velma show, that's
Dragon Ball's got some really good songs.
Yeah, if it was the Velma show, that would be a whole different story.
I got the Hex Girls.
yeah, but
That's
Dragon Ball.
But like a classic Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, Scooby.
All right.
Oh my god. I
Dragon Ball is an incredibly influential show. However, I think that there's just so many more shows that have come out that have just been better than it.
I heavily
Dragon Ball
disagree.
just
Scooby Doo
drags
is
on.
Scooby Doo.
Okay, I agree with that. I don't think Dragon Ball is worse than Scooby Doo. I think Dragon Ball is legitimately better up to a point, because it falls off at some point.
But Scooby-Doo never falls off.
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo. Raise your hand for Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo. Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
This is a song.
Alright, up next is Looney Tunes versus
Oh.
Fairy Tale.
No!
Okay,
I
who's
already
watched
know
Fairy
I'm
Tale
going
here?
to.
I've
seen a lot of clips.
Andrew.
I'm sorry.
I love
Griffin, raise your
Fairy
hand.
Tale, but it's
Fairy Tale?
Looney
No, that
Tunes.
you've seen Fairy Tale.
Oh yeah, I've seen Fairy Tale.
Okay.
I love Fairy Tale.
Just-
Okay.
Why is this like
Fairy Tale's great, but can it really
Looney
ever
Tunes.
be Bugs Bunny?
Looney Tunes is just mindless. I just don't.
What?
I
That's-
just
it's
don't.
mindless
I mean,
fun.
like
It's
just.
pure humor.
It
That's
is
what
not
it is.
mindless.
Yeah.
Because there's
Fairy
intelligence
Tale.
behind the jokes.
Well, yeah.
I should put
But I mean,
Looney
I just
Tunes
think
versus
Fairy
Tom and
Tale is like
Jerry
an
just to
actual
see
Fairy
like
Tale
that.
also
does
does
have a
have
lot
a
of
cartoon.
humor.
Listen, it was random
You can
generator.
still be
have
quality
to
while
have
still
a
being
narrative.
comedic,
Yeah, it
non-plot
can be
show.
quality, but
It was
Fairy
already-
It's
Tale
up
is
against
better.
Tom and Jerry.
It was
That's...
okay.
I love Fairy
Listen,
Tale.
as
I
someone
can't
who
say.
hasn't seen Fairy Tale, I honestly think I would agree. Looney Tunes is good, but like, it's like.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Let's wait till we get
so
to Tom and Jerry.
alright, so here's the big thing. Who wants Looney Tunes?
I'll accept the loss. I'm fine with either.
You know what?
I love both.
well.
And Fairy Tale.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't even
Alright,
seen Fairy
that's
Tale.
Fairy Tale.
I gotta be
It's my
honest.
Fairy Tale.
Alright, now that
This
Looney
one was
Tunes
close.
is gone,
was
I
one
can
of the
vote
first
for Fairy
anime
Tale
that I
forever.
liked.
One Piece with Wizards.
Oh wait, what the heck?
So we go down one side of the bracket.
Yeah, I guess it's gonna go one down the bracket. So One Piece versus Demon Slayer. Alright. I was say I already know what you're picking.
Listen, nobody says Demon Slayer gets good on episode 5 billion. One
Okay,
Piece doesn't get
okay,
good
no.
until...
Look at this. No, listen, I want to genuinely say this. The people that say that One Piece gets good are like, oh, episode 5, they're just wrong.
Listen,
One Piece
always
gets
been
good.
good.
If you are a person that is going to truly like One Piece, you will be hooked in the first 10 episodes.
I was not hooked on
Yes.
episode 1 of
I
One
was
Piece.
hooked on
That's,
the
I pretty
first
much only
episode.
watched the first 2.
Here's the
I
thing.
was hooked on Demon Slayer episode 1 like
Pathetic.
12 minutes in.
My man has watched 2 episodes of One Piece.
Yeah, and I don't really want to watch more. At least
To
not
be-
more than
as
I want to
somebody-
watch
Whatever
Demon
comes
Slayer.
As
in,
somebody
that's
who's
what gets
watched-
really more hype.
I watched 20 episodes of One Piece. I didn't stop because I didn't want to watch it. I just stopped because I was daunted with how many episodes. Demon Slayer, I just stopped watching. So
That is wild.
As
It's
somebody,
so
I was
good.
gonna say,
Pirates, though.
as somebody who's
Like
watched,
samurais have been done.
Guys, let Dom talk.
as somebody who's watched 200 episodes of One Piece, I did get invested into it, but the problem was that it wasn't that the fact that there were 1,000 episodes. I just got bored after a point because
Coward.
it just felt like filler. It felt like filler at some point.
It's so
It felt like I just got.
Demon Slayer is a tight, well-written show, and every episode's good. There isn't filler in it. One Piece is 50% filler because it's a shonen anime with 5 billion episodes.
I mean, you could say the same with Naruto,
The
but
fight scenes, like
Yeah, and
Demon
I
Slayer
would vote Demon
takes
Slayer
that.
over Naruto,
No,
over Dragon Ball,
listen,
over...
I love
Slayer
Demon
does
Slayer
look
fight
better.
scenes. You have not seen peak One Piece fight scenes. If
Yeah, you
think
haven't.
that
A
Demon
show?
let's see. This was a very heated one. Raise your hand for One Piece. Raise your hand for Demon Slayer.
I stand in protest.
I really do like Demon Slayer, and of course you know my opinions on One Piece.
All right, and it is The Amazing World Gumball versus My Hero Academia. Discuss.
There's
Gumball is
Billy say something.
Billy,
Okay,
Billy,
so
Billy.
Gumball, I believe, is peak cartoons, like Western cartoons. I think you cannot get better than Gumball. Literally, like, I haven't even seen all of it, but I've seen some of the clips and it goes insane. But My Hero, it just keeps getting better. It actually does. And it's like,
are you
the
sure?
development of the
absolutely
characters is
absolutely
crazy
agree with
now.
Billy
I can't,
on how-
I
Like
can't.
the character
better
development,
over the
the
years.
fights, and it's also just not just about the fights.
Yeah, I love
the
that-
characters themselves. There's like a billion of them, but I love each and every one of them. Maybe not the purple guy, but other than that,
Other than-
like,
okay.
I love each and
Every-
every character.
there's a way.
Gumball, I can maybe name 2.
Gumball would
Every
win if
fight
Mineta
is
was
a
a
way
main
to
character.
tell a story, and I love that.
My hero character.
Okay.
All right, and raise your hand for The Amazing World Gumball.
Oh.
It's a turn.
Raise your hand for My Hero.
The only reason I vote for My Hero is because Deku was in Fortnite.
All right, next is SpongeBob versus Gravity Falls. Let me introduce these first before you start
Let
yelling.
Dom introduce. That makes sense. Alright. I'm gonna say, because I'm gonna go off what Billy said last time, where he said that Gumball is like peak like Western cartoon. I actually think that's Gravity Falls. I think Gravity Falls,
fair.
story-wise, animation-wise, it is like peak cartoon. I love SpongeBob, but Gravity Falls is just like it's a complete show.
All right,
That's
so
fair.
I argued so much about
Gravity
SpongeBob being an
Falls.
icon and being so important and being some of the best episodes ever, and that's true. But Gravity Falls is awesome, so we should vote Gravity Falls.
Yeah, like Gravity Falls has just
Like-
been consistent the whole way
Yeah.
through, while SpongeBob
It's, like,
it
mysterious.
has its like highest peak, but then also has its
Like, it's
lowest.
lowest, yeah.
Also, not only is Gravity Falls a narrative show, which has like a plot and a whole structure and everything, but it's also funny. It's really funny.
I don't think we should value narrative over
That's
non-narrative driven shows objectively.
that's
'cause,
fair.
like, you can make a really quality piece of media even if it's not like story driven, you know?
Is anybody fighting for SpongeBob?
You don't count. You're a
Okay.
tiebreaker.
You don't count.
How did I hear it though? What does Tyler have to say about SpongeBob?
So,
Well, SpongeBob is literally not only the first cartoon I ever saw, but
that
it's legit my childhood.
you're bringing your
It's
feelings.
so
I
to
edit
life.
whenever I edit, I use memes of it. You ask me my opinion. It's not like it's gonna win because I already know.
No, we can't be like biased, nostalgic. All of us have just said this is my favorite show.
No, I argued for One Piece legitimately.
Oh sure,
Yes.
Mister. I've watched every episode.
I mean,
and
I
have a
have
straw
great
hat.
nostalgia for SpongeBob, but I'm still
And I
going
do.
with Gravity Falls.
Yeah. Me
Yeah,
too.
that's a fair
I
non-biased.
Do
choice.
the voting.
Gravity Falls
Alright.
episodes than SpongeBob.
All right, who votes for SpongeBob other than me?
I guess we didn't really have to do the voting.
Yeah,
Oh, 7.
All right, Gravity Falls.
Sorry.
Oh, 7.
Yeah.
Salute.
Alright.
Anyway, next is Scooby Doo. Where are you versus Fairy Tale?
Is there?
Fairy
I'll
Tale.
give it to Scooby Doo.
Oh, this
give me
hurts
the hard
me
one.
to do.
Scooby Doo is a media icon.
I have
Yeah,
no
I gotta
horse
give it
in
to
this
Scooby.
race.
Yeah.
It hurts me to do. I love Fairy Tale. I love like Gray is one of my top 10 favorite characters of all time, and so is Lucy. But it's Scooby Doo.
Isn't Gray just naked Sasuke?
Yes.
No, he's so much better than Sasuke.
You know who's better than Gray? Urza.
That's what we did.
All right,
guess
Scooby Doo,
Frick.
Fairy Tale.
Listen,
Sorry, gang.
Listen, sorry.
I'm a North American. I have to vote for
anime.
my
So I would have voted him.
All right, here it is.
no.
This might be
this
the
one,
most.
this is the one I lose out.
This might be the most divided thing ever, and I will say this right now: if I have to vote, I'm legit flipping a coin.
There's too many.
All
There's
right.
too many.
No,
that's
It's
hard.
One Piece versus My Hero.
The One Piece
Discuss.
haters are
Well,
adding
I haven't
so
seen One
points.
Piece, so My Hero.
My hero, my hero. Come on, come on.
me off
right now.
Honestly,
My hero
I
gang.
think there is a good, like, there definitely is a fight between these two, but
Yeah.
I just think My Hero is. I mean, I haven't seen all of One Piece, so I'm not gonna say that. You actually have. But I'm just fighting for My Hero because, like, My Hero brought me back into anime because I hated anime, and then I watched My Hero. I read the manga, and now I've watched a bunch, and it's peak anime. Dare I say it?
The arc with what's the name of the dude with like the plague doctor,
Slade? No.
Doctor Bird mask?
Oh.
Chisaki?
Over.
Over.
I love that arc so
No,
much.
that's my favorite arc.
I genuinely
Yeah.
like
That's my
like
favorite arc.
cried.
It
That was
was a
such
great,
a. That's one of the
season
best
4, yeah.
pieces. Like that chunk and like Lemillion stuff. Everything there is some of the best of anime
It's
ever.
also incredibly well animated.
Oh, it's
Absolutely,
it's just a good show, and it's someone manages to be interesting even whenever superheroes stop being interesting.
I will say, as the like, of course, I'm gonna vote for One Piece.
Yeah.
It's me.
Yeah.
But I will say, out of everyone to lose to, I can at least understand this one. I accept it. It makes My Hero is a great show. I personally like One Piece more, but I also understand the barriers that come with watching One Piece. I think One Piece is overhated, and that's all I'm gonna say.
It is overrated.
No one
You
hates
shouldn't
it.
even
Yeah,
have
I'm not
words.
hating on
is-
One Piece. I just love
Yeah, I'm
My
not-
Hero.
Yeah, I'll go
I-
with My
It's
Hero.
just
One
been
Piece
against
still
every
doesn't
show I
deserve
like.
the amount of hate
And
it
the funny
gets.
Maybe a different day once I finish One
Yeah,
Piece.
once
Yeah,
I
maybe
finish
Earth is
every
really
anime
saturated.
ever, I will
He
watch
is.
One Piece.
Yeah.
I'll watch One Piece if I know I'm like
If
terminally
this,
ill.
Alright.
if One Piece wins this, you better watch.
If I
They
have no
won't win.
life, then I'll watch One Piece.
Oh,
I'm on
I
death
think
row.
we're good.
I just
Yeah,
watched
let's-
like
Fairy Tale clearly lost.
All right,
voting.
let's have the voting here. Raise your hand for One Piece.
Oh no.
It was more than
Raise your
expected.
hand for My Hero.
No!
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
You see this guy on this one?
Luffy's
He's
losing.
better than Deku.
Luffy's losing to Deku
Actually,
and
wait,
Kachi.
I changed
Listen,
my
don't
vote.
even, don't
to
get me, don't get me in a power
Oh,
strip.
change your
Luffy.
vote.
Okay,
Can I do
not
that?
gonna fight you.
Carson,
Why
why
would
did
you
you vote
change
One
your
Piece in
vote?
the first place?
I wanna see
No,
him
you
flip a
just want to see him.
He just picked his vote.
Okay, well.
I'll
then it
flip a
still
coin
goes to my hero.
legitimately, not because I immediately as soon as you change it, I immediately press one my hero.
My
Alright,
man
next
Jake
is-
votes
Ah, I
today.
voted for my hero.
Next is Gravity Falls versus Scooby Doo.
Oh,
Scoober-Doo.
man.
Both are classic North American media.
These.
This one hurts me to
These
say,
are like
but I gotta give it to Gravity Falls. I
These
love
are-
it.
Yeah, I'll give it to Gravity Falls as well.
Oh, but it's close. Oh.
These are the peak of like
I grew up on
spooky for
Scooby-Doo.
kids
You can't
media.
compare that.
They're
Do you know
so
how many
good.
Scooby-Doo movies I've seen?
Now, if it was Mystery Incorporated, then maybe Gravity
Mystery
Falls might
Machines.
lose, but I'll have to give it to Gravity Falls.
I kind of love how these are kind of parallels where they both have like a mysterious element and they're both like, they're both kind of similar, but it's going to Gravity Falls.
Yeah.
I would give it to Scooby Doo if it included all Scooby Doo media, because like, what's new Scooby Doo, Goated,
WWE,
Mystery,
yeah.
Kiss, WWE Scooby Doo,
Cyber
John
Chaser.
Cena just snatched the big rock. But no,
Cyber Chaser?
unfortunately, it's not including John Cena wrestling a bear and catching a giant rock. So Gravity Falls has to win, right?
That's fair.
Yeah.
I respect. I might feel the same way. I might have to flip a coin though.
Ooh.
Alright, raise your hand for Gravity Falls.
Hey Siri, flip a coin.
I'm going to have to lean towards Gravity Falls.
Oh, this hurts.
Just a bit.
Hold on.
I didn't think about it. I'm gonna go Gravity
I
Falls.
was about to say, it
Oh.
wouldn't matter anyway because that was 5 right there.
Oh,
Raise your
it
hand for
hurts.
Scooby Doo.
Scoober Doo.
It hurts me as an American to say.
Salute,
Gravity Falls is still
salute
American.
to
Yeah.
Scooby Doo. You will be missed.
The American.
Arguably the best cartoon character ever made.
God bless you, Scooby-Doo.
Okay.
Alright, this is the final match on this
We
side
take these
is My
extremely
Hero
easy.
versus Gravity Falls. Discuss.
I don't
Guys,
know.
Gravity
I don't know either. I'm on Gravity
Falls.
Falls. I'm on Team
All
Gravity
right,
Falls.
listen. I know some of y'all are
One
certified
piece should be
Deku
there.
haters.
That's
But
true. This is
let's take a
revenge.
minute.
It's in My Hero.
Listen, okay, I'm going with My Hero Academia because
Wrong.
the worst character,
You haven't even watched it.
the worst hero in My Hero Academia, the worst character in My Hero Academia is Mineta, and he sucks. But the worst character in Gravity Falls is Mabel, and she's in every episode.
That's fair enough.
I'm sorry.
Mabel's the
I'm
worst
sorry. You
character.
watch Weird
Doesn't
Mageddon
count.
and tell me
His
she's
vote
not
doesn't
the
count for
worst
this one.
Yeah,
character.
you got it.
Mabel
Ma-
is
lost your vote.
Mabel has good moments. I love her in many episodes, but she's so selfish at critical moments and
That's
shows
good
very
for
little.
development.
That's
good for development. Yeah.
She shows
Mabel
very
is a
bad
man, I'll give you
development.
that.
And I'm getting death
The
glares.
opinions of Abe do not reflect those of other
Yeah.
I just want to say that.
All of us don't
Like-
hate me.
Donovan would like to speak.
Alright, I've been told by the higher ups that Abe's vote will not count
What?
for just having a wrong opinion.
No. I will fight with the power, and the system is corrupt.
Everyone
It's
deserves
not
the
the
right to vote here.
I'm joking. Yeah, I'm joking, but you are wrong.
My Hero Academia is peak.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
so
not.
good. It's so good.
It's so good.
I like My Hero. It is not peak in my opinion.
All right, listen. It would easily crush if Bill Cipher was in My Hero Academia. It would be 100% Academia.
I don't know if I'd call it peak overall, but I think it's really good, and I think it beats out Gravity Falls easily.
I can see the other side of this bracket, and My Hero it's not better than a lot of those things. And Gravity Falls is the best North American cartoon.
It is.
one of.
I think
I say
Actually,
my
that's
opinion.
debatable.
That's just
Okay,
my
fair
opinion.
they're
enough.
equal.
But it seems like My Hero might be the best Japanese. Like, I don't know.
Oh,
Oh, because we don't
no,
have Jujutsu Kaisen.
no,
You
no.
I
guys
can't-
that's what Jujutsu
The other side of the
Kaisen-
bracket is looking at
I
this.
love it. I
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
say
yeah,
you're
yeah,
best
yeah,
in
yeah,
America. I can't say.
I mean, Spirited
I
Away.
said it. I said it.
Sorry.
Alright, it's time for the voting. I've gave you a lot of time to think about this one. So raise your hand for My Hero.
I stand by my principles.
Oh, we got it.
Yeah.
right. No, we got it.
Raise your hand for Gravity Falls.
I thought I
Take
knew.
that, American
I'm
swine.
Can we not
It's
do
so
it?
with that being said, My close. Hero I was
not
inspired
counting
by
votes.
Barry.
I could do it the
I
last
guess
time.
I could flip a coin, but I don't know. Just something
It wouldn't
about
matter
My
if we
Hero.
didn't count his vote because it would still be it'd be still
Yeah,
before the
it's-
first.
Huge L for Disney and women.
Oh.
All right, we can't vote. We can't.
No.
Okay, now we can't count his vote.
would give the Death Stare too if I was you, man.
She already did it once. It's I deserve to pick a fight now.
should not be allowed to vote.
This part is getting cut. We are not saying. I'm not.
Yeah,
Let's
that's.
continue.
Okay.
All right, so disappointingly, My Hero has made it. So.
How do you like